is what defines us. Bradley Atlantic Insurance Management. We were designed to serve.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Senior Recognition Night. We have a whole host of seniors, so sit back, relax, and let's meet our seniors. Up first is number 0, David Chandler. Tonight, he is being escorted by his family, Winfield Chandler, LaDawn Chandler, Anessa Chandler, Amari Chandler. Next year, David plans to attend the University of Virginia to play football. His favorite memory was winning the state championship last year. He'd like to thank his family, coaches, and teammates. That's David Chandler. All right, next up is number 2, Evan Copeland. Evan is being escorted tonight by his mom and dad, Bethany and Bruce Copeland.
These cheerleaders, the cheerleaders all.
Evan's plans next year to attend college and continue to play football. His favorite memory was winning the state championship as well last year. He'd like to thank God and his family, and a special thanks to his brothers. That's senior Evan Copeland.
Perfect, Evelyn. I'm staying alive.
Our next senior is number 3, Tribe Wise. Escorting Tribe tonight is Aaron Belinky, Keith Wise, Pat Belinky, and George Belinky. Next year, Tribe plans to attend the Georgetown University to major in business and continue to playing football. His favorite memory was 4th and 17 versus Huntingtown. Tribe would like to thank God, his family, and his coaches. That's senior, number 3, Tribe Wise. Our next senior tonight is number 4, Zachary Baker. Tonight, Zachary is being accompanied by Tiasha McAfee, Xander Baker, and Azaria Baker. Zachary plans next year to play college football. His favorite memory was winning the state championship and scoring a touchdown in the 2024 season. Zachary would like to thank God, his family, coaches, teammates, and especially his parents for pushing him to be the best he can be each and every day. That's number 4, Zachary Baker. Next up is number 5, Amarian Manuel. With Amarian tonight is Deanya Purnell and Adrian Manuel. Amarian plans to attend a 4-year college at the University of Virginia. And his favorite memory, which I'm assuming we're going to hear a lot tonight, is winning that state championship last year with his friends. He'd like to thank his friends and family for all their support over the years. That's number 5, Amarian Manuel. Our next senior is number 6, Donovan Henry. Accompanying Donovan tonight is Letitia Morris, Damon Henry, Jaslyn Henry, and Damon Henry Jr. Donovan's future plans are to attend a 4-year college to play football. His favorite memory, winning the state championship with the guys. He'd like to thank his family, coaches, and all of his friends. That's number 6, Donovan Henry. Up next is number 7, Delonte Henry. He is being escorted tonight by his mom, Julia Comer. Next year, Delonte plans to attend a 4-year college to continue to play football. His favorite memory was getting 2 picks versus Parkside his sophomore year. That's number 7, Delonte Henry. And he also would like to thank God, his family, coaches, and teammates. Sorry about missing that. Our next senior is Ethan Bradshaw, wearing number 8. Tonight with him is Yolanda Stump and Bubby Stump. His future plans are to attend West Point to continue his athletic and academic career. His favorite memory, winning the 2A state championship with the boys. He'd like to thank God, his family, friends, and teammates. That's number 8, Ethan Bradshaw. Our next senior is number 10, Nate Tapley. Nate is being escorted by his mom and dad, Aaron and Adrian Tapley, along with his sister, grandparents, and niece. Next year, Nate plans to attend a 4-year college to study computer systems while playing football. His favorite memory, coming back and starting in the Milford Mill game and beating them. He'd like to thank God, his mom and dad, for all their support and opportunities they have given him, and his grandparents and coaches for all their support. That's number 10, Nate Tapley. Next up is number 11, Peyton Travers. He's being escorted by Jamie Page. His future plans are to attend a 4-year college and continue to play football. His favorite memory is having lunch with Benjamin Herman every day. He'd like to thank Anthony Burke and Coach Coleman for all their support. That's number 11, Peyton Travers. Our next senior is number 21, Trey Dorn. Trey is being accompanied tonight by Kim Dorn, Taj Dorn, and his grandparents, Andrew and Gwen Dorn, and his uncle, Ivan Dorn. Trey plans to attend a trade school next year to get his CDL to drive a truck. His favorite memory of the game-winning play in the state championship game. Trey would like to thank God, all the teachers that helped him along the way, his family, and most importantly, his mom, for always making things happen for him and being his biggest supporter. That's number 21, senior Trey Dorn. Our next senior tonight's number 25, Sully Auker. Sully is being escorted tonight by Chrissy Kashuba and Bob Auker. His future plans are to attend college and to become a teacher. His favorite memory, winning the state championship with his best friends. He'd like to thank his family, friends, coaches, and God. That's number 25, Sully Auker. Our next senior is number 27, Jake Touchstone. Jake's being escorted tonight by Leah and Kevin Touchstone. His future plans are to attend Mississippi State University and major in poultry science. His favorite memory is riding the bus back from the games. He'd like to thank his family and coaches for all their support. That's number 27, Jake Touchstone. Our next senior is number 34, Cortez Smith. He's number 34. He's being escorted by Cortez Smith and Brielle Smith. He's also tonight with him is Maddie Smith, Ebony Ballard, and Ebony Ballard. Next year he plans to go to college and get a job. His favorite memory, winning the state championship against Huntingtown. He'd like to thank God, his family, friends, and Mrs. Murgott. That's number 34, Cortez Smith. Our next senior is number 50, Reed Phillips. Reed is being accompanied tonight by his parents, Wendy and Robert Phillips. Reed's future plans are to go to college and get a job as well. His favorite memory, winning the state championship against Huntingtown. He'd like to thank God, his family, coaches, and the Alphas. That's senior, number 50, Reed Phillips. Our next senior is number 52, Anthony Burke. Anthony's being accompanied by Billy Burke and Tashette Burke. His future plans are to pursue a boxing career. His favorite memory, winning the state championship. He'd like to thank his Lord and Savior, Jesus Christ, his family, and his girlfriend. That's number 52, Anthony Burke. Our next senior typically wears number 55, but tonight he's sporting number 39. That's Ben Herman. He's being escorted by Kimberly Bankert. His future plans are to learn a trade. His favorite memory, winning the state championship with coaches and his team. He'd like to thank his mom for always supporting him and encouraging him to do the best. That's number 39, Ben Herman. Our 18th senior so far is number 56, Garrett Maloney. Garrett is being escorted tonight by his mom, Jennifer Maloney, and his brothers, Andrew and Tyler Maloney. His future plans are to go to college and eventually become a football coach at a college. His favorite memory, winning the state championship, and when James Watkins' hearing aid fell out. So Reed Phillips came in and powerbombed the DT. He'd like to thank God, Mom, brothers, Alpha, Hannah, coaches, and his grandparents for watching all over him. That's number 56. Garrett Maloney. Our next senior is number 71, Misael Juarez. Tonight he's being escorted by Marcelo and Betty Juarez. His future plans are to attend college for business and play football. Winning the state championship was his favorite memory, and kicking off versus Ken Island. He'd like to thank his parents and friends and God for all their support. That's number 71, Misael Juarez. Our next senior is number 72, Raymond Dominic. He is being escorted tonight by his dad, Raymond. His future plans are to attend a four-year college and major in computer science. His favorite memory, winning the state championship against Huntingtown. He'd like to thank God, his family, coaches, and teammates. That's number 72, Raymond Dominic. Our next senior is number 78, Christian Martin. He is being escorted by his family tonight, Libby Martin and Christian Martin. Future plans are to attend Salisbury University. His favorite memory, spending time with friends and family and making new friends. He'd like to thank his mom, grandmother, Garrett, Reed, Tribe, Anthony, Shane, Seamus, Peyton, Noah, Sully, Andrew, Declan, and Brandon for all their support. That's number 78, Christian Martin. Our last senior player tonight is number 79, Shane McDermott. Shane is being escorted by his family, Patty and Kevin McDermott. His future plans are to become a firefighter EMT. Favorite memory was team dinners at Buxy's. He'd like to thank everyone who helped him when he felt like quitting. Number 79, Shane McDermott. These next two ladies are invaluable, to say the least. They are our two managers, Tara Foner and Lily Carson. Tara's future plans are to attend Hood College to study biology, to become a dental hygienist, and play lacrosse. She'd like to thank Coach Croto for all his support. And then our second manager this evening is Lily Carson. Lily plans to attend a four-year college next year. She'd like to thank everybody that supported her throughout the season. As we let our managers get a photo, can we get a big round of applause for all of our seniors, their parents, and with everything that they've done, sacrifices they've made. We appreciate the support. Again, one more big congratulations to our seniors. Thank you, parents and supporters tonight for coming out. We're looking forward to a great game. Let's go Seahawks.
Good evening and welcome to beautiful Lewis H. Taylor Stadium. I'm Tom Seitz and I'm the proud principal here at Stephen Decatur High School. Nothing is better than evenings in our stadium watching our student athletes perform on the field. We are now in our second year of enjoying all the excitement that our video board has brought to our game experience. This year promises to be even better with new enhancements such as real-time stats and new graphics. I want to thank our 8 anchor sponsors that appear above and below the screen, as well as our digital premier partners. Without your support, this fantastic addition to our stadium wouldn't be possible. And lastly, I want to thank our video board technicians, Mr. Dave Dotson and Ron Kinnear, who have taken our game experience to a new level. Now sit back, enjoy the game, and let's go Seahawks!
Hello, my name is Deshaun Purnell, Assistant Principal at Stephen Decatur High School. As a former Seahawks student athlete, I would like to welcome everyone to today's game. As each team represents their respective schools, we remind you that honoring the values of sportsmanship is the essence of every athletic contest. We ask you to accept responsibility as a fan by showing respect for the players, respect for the coaches, respect for the officials, and respect for those around you. Your support and cooperation will allow all athletes involved in this contest to achieve and demonstrate their best.
Hello fans, I'm Jennifer Garton, Assistant Principal at Stephen Decatur High School. I would like to remind everyone at Worcester County Public Schools, #1 priority is to ensure the safety and security of our players, coaches, officials, and spectators. Help us keep our facilities and athletic venues safe by immediately reporting any safety concerns to law enforcement or school administrators.
Trevor Hill here, Assistant Principal at Stephen Decatur High School. At this time, please familiarize yourself with the nearest exit in the event of an emergency evacuation. Remember, if you see something, say something. Go Hawks!
Hello, my name is Dr. Kurt Bunning, Athletic Administrator here at Stephen Decatur High School. Fans and players, please be aware that this contest is being streamed live, both audio and video. Conversations in the stands may be audible on the live stream, so please be mindful when conversing, cheering, or commenting on the game. If you have friends or family that could not be here today, please make sure to check us out on YouTube. To find our channel, just search SDHS Sports.
Good evening.
Welcome to our all-new Halloween show.
I'm your pumpkin host, Patch.
I'm Jackie.
And I'm here against my will. But I guess you can call me Gordon.
Hey, what's going on with your outline?
I don't think it's plugged in.
There we go.
Seem a little dim.
Thank you.
No, I think your voltage is low. Hey, can we get more voltage?
Ooh, that feels pretty nice, actually. Wow, I feel great.
As you can see, we're glowing with excitement to pumpkin spice up your night.
Okay, maybe just tone it down a little bit. A lot.
Are you okay?
He's not blinking.
He's kind of blinking.
Power's back though. Okay, my lip friends, I hope you're grounded because I just saw lightning in the distance.
And you know what happens next.
Ladies and gentlemen, make some noise for your Steve Indicator Seahawks! Let's meet our defensive starters. Number 80, Junior Brett Schultz. Number 23, Junior Brooks Waters. Number 11, Senior Peyton Travers. Number 56, Senior Garrett Maloney. Number 21, Senior Trey Dorn. Number 10, Senior Nate Tapley. Number 25, Senior Sully Ucker. Number 7, Senior Delonte Henry. Number 5, Senior Amarian Manuel. Number 8, Senior Ethan Bradshaw. And number 0, Senior David Chandler.
All right, everybody, welcome to SDHS Sports YouTube presentation. Stephen Decatur Seahawks football tonight from Robert G. Knox Field at Lewis H. Taylor Stadium. My name is Mike Hughes, and I'm here with Steve
Ladies
Price,
and gentlemen, as the band enters the field,
coach for the football team here, and
for the playing of our national anthem, we ask that all gentlemen, we ask that you stand and remain standing for the playing of the national anthem.
Forward to it as well.
We ask all gentlemen remove all hats and head coverings for the duration
give it
of
up
the
to
anthem.
the band under the direction of Mr. Jimmy Middleton for the national anthem. We'll be right back.
Tonight's national anthem will be played by the Stephen Decatur High School Marching Band. Presenting the colors this evening is the Stephen Decatur High School NJROTC Color Guard, under the command of Cadet Tristan Ayers. Carrying the organizational flag is Colby Tyre. The left and right guards are Cadets Alex Reel and Gavin McBride. Well done by the band under the direction of Mr. Ted Donahue. Up next will be the coin toss. And kickoff is imminent. So hang around, get seated, and football on Friday night is almost underway.
All right, once again, Mike Hughes here with Steve Price. We're going to have the first home matchup for Stephen Decatur against Y-High since the 2021-2022 season. That game, 47-41, Wicomico Indians' victory over Decatur. A game in which Ashton Snellsire threw for 516 yards.
Seahawks.
Since then, these teams met in the playoffs in 2021. 30-27 victory for Decatur over Y-High.
And
that was the game that had the 44-yard Brogan East Lac field goal heard around the Eastern Shore. Huge victory for Decatur. The next season, 13-12 victory for Decatur in the playoffs. And then last season, 2023, 41-10 over Y-High. A game that saw Decatur jump out to a 20-3 lead at halftime. And then Y-High scored a late touchdown to make it 41-10. But not really close. Y-High comes into this game with a record of 3-4. Decatur comes into it with a 7-0 record. Of course, they've won 21 games in a row now, 5 straight shutouts. So we'll see what's in order tonight.
Decatur looks to receive the ball from the scoreboard end of the end zone.
So we just had the coin toss. Did Decatur win, Steve? Or?
No, Y-High won the coin toss and elected to defer, and the Seahawks will receive the opening kickoff.
Okay, so we talked about this pregame, wondering
I'm not sure that's a good decision. Yeah. A lot of times you kick off to Stephen Decatur, you find yourself in the hole very quickly with our offense. So
Absolutely.
Be interested to see what happens this evening.
Yeah. So Decatur's offense, we're talking about it. This team has not trailed this year. They did not trail last year until the state semifinal game against Milford Mill, where they trailed for about 3 minutes and 50 seconds, I think. That's the only time they trailed all season. But, yeah, we mentioned it before, and we saw this last home game against Kent Island. Kent Island won the coin toss, deferred, and Decatur, of course, it was 7-0 with 10 minutes to go,
It's makes you wonder what we're thinking out there, but we'll see how it goes tonight.
Maybe Y High Coach McMurdo knows more than we do, which is quite possible.
That's certainly a possibility.
So back deep for Decatur, we got David Chandler and Zachary Baker. Zachary, first kickoff of the year against Queen Anne's, took it back for a touchdown. I couldn't even figure out. I was scrambling, looking at my paper, trying to figure out who in the world had the ball. I knew it was number 4. And before I knew it, he was in the end zone before I figured out what his name was. But this kick's going to be short, and it's going to be taken by an up man. And Decatur's going to start at about the 41. So not only do they get the ball first, they get great field position to start.
Well played on that short kickoff.
After the short kickoff, the Seahawks will take over.
This has become quite a rivalry over the last couple of years.
First and 10 for the Seahawks.
Decatur's been on the winning end the last 3 years in a row. So
yeah,
look forward to it.
Some of the best game, that playoff game in 2021 was probably the best high school football game I've ever seen.
I would agree. That was an outstanding game.
So Johnny Hobgood comes out. Johnny, 18 touchdowns, 1 interception on the year. We'll talk a little bit more about that later. He's got Vernon DeShields in the backfield with him. Chandler, Tribe-Wise, Baker, and Ethan Bradshaw, the wideouts. And he's going to throw right away on first down. He's looking long. Checks down. He's got Bradshaw coming across the middle of the field, and that's going to be a first down out to about the 46 of Y High.
Say it with me, Seahawks fans.
That's one of the challenges. Decatur has so many weapons that Hobgood could throw to, so he was looking to go long and then found Bradshaw underneath.
That's what we always say. We don't even know how people could prepare for this offense. Nobody's got 4 guys on their scout team who can run like Bradshaw and DeShields and Chandler and Tribe-Wise being 6'4", and just I love the setup of this wideout room. Quick throw here to Bradshaw again. He's going to be inside the 40 to about the 38.
On the reception again.
And we talked about it pregame, Mike. Hobgood steps back, and when he throws the ball, he's such a quick release also makes it difficult for the defenders
A gain of 8
to cover our receivers.
Second
Absolutely.
and 2
decisive.
for the Seahawks.
Ball comes out quick. But yeah, we got you have a speed guy in Zachary Baker. You got a possession guy in Ethan Bradshaw. You got a tall guy. You throw it up in the end zone when you get close to the goal line with Tribe-Wise. You got a Swiss Army knife with Evan Copeland. Just quite a room they got. And this snap's going to go all the way back to the 41, and there's a flag down. Looked like some confusion about who was supposed to get that snap.
Fumble on the play. And a flag.
I think they're going to catch Y High for spearing on DeShields as he recovered the fumble.
Okay.
I think that's the initial call.
Personal foul on Y High.
So a little bit of a break for Decatur there. Bad snap. And I honestly, I was talking about the wide receivers and was kind of looking at those guys when
After
the snap came. So I'm not sure if it was a direct snap. I don't know. It looked like there was confusion about who was supposed to actually catch the ball. Or maybe it just came out earlier than they were expecting.
6.
But anyway, a break for Decatur there. A personal foul on Y High makes it 2nd and 6. Here comes Chandler in motion. Hobgood takes a snap. He's going to throw. He's looking deep down the left sideline. It's Chandler, but it's going to be overthrown and incomplete.
Bradshaw's pass, or check that. Hobgood's pass intended for Chandler.
So yeah, Hobgood, 18 touchdowns, 1 interception, and the interception came in the Randallstown game, which incidentally was the last game Decatur gave up any points on September 13th. But I was trying to watch that game, and the YouTube feed was having glitches, and I couldn't see exactly what happened on the interception, but I hear that it was not his fault. So super accurate, about 72% completion percentage this year, and again, that only that one interception. So it's 3rd and 7. DeShields goes in motion. Hobgood takes a snap. He looks over the middle, and he overshoots his man. A little high there, looking for Ethan Bradshaw.
Hobgood's pass intended for Bradshaw falls incomplete.
Be interesting to see what Coach Coleman does here on
4th down for the Seahawks.
He's got pretty good field position. Looks like he's going to leave the offense on the field.
Yeah, Coach Coleman's not afraid to go for it on 4th down. Rarely see a punt from these guys. And it looks like they're going for it here.
Seahawks leave the offense on the field. Seahawks fans, let's make some noise.
And now it looks like Hopgood might pooch punt, and he does.
He does.
And that's going to bounce down around the 10-yard line. All right, so maybe Coach McMurdo knew something we didn't know. I don't know.
He did.
We'll see. Waihi's going to have the ball coming out 0-0 with about 10:09 left in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
At the 10-yard line, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Indians' first series of the evening.
All right, Waihi coming out here 1st and 10 on their own 10-yard line. Take the snap in the shotgun, and the handoff is going to go for maybe a yard or two. Can't see numbers just yet on who that was. It's difficult to see these yellow numbers with Waihi.
Short gain for the Indians. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Looks like they're going to go no huddle here from the shotgun with 4 wideouts. Yeah, I can't see the quarterback's number. It looks like he's got it rolled up, and you can't see it. He takes a snap, another quick handoff. He's not going to go very far. Brought down by number 56.
No gain on
Garrett
the play.
Maloney.
Actually, a loss on the play. Seahawks fans, it's 3rd down.
And that'll bring up 3rd down now. Waihi on the year passes about 1/3 of the time. 2/3 their offense comes on the ground. It's going to be 3rd and long. And quick throw over the middle here, and he's got his man out across the 20 to the 24. That's going to be a 1st down.
After the pass and catch, it's going to be a 1st down for the Indians at the 15-yard line. 1st and 10.
Still can't get a number on these guys. We're trying to look on the TV screen, and we're looking on the field. Can't see these numbers very well, but hopefully when they get to midfield, we'll be able to pick it up. There's a snap, another quick handoff, and again stopped almost immediately. Garrett Maloney knifing through the line there.
I think the quarterback for Waihi is number
Short
10.
gain on the play.
Landon Roach. He's
Check
a
that.
sophomore.
A loss on the play.
Okay.
2nd and 11 for the Indians.
Takes a snap, hands off again inside. It's going to be a short gain there, not much. Brought down by number 11, Peyton Travers. Peyton Travers playing against his old team. Came over to transfer from Waihi.
After a gain of a couple. Seahawks fans, it's 3rd down.
So again, 3rd down and long. And this, you wouldn't think that this is where Waihi wants to live tonight, in 3rd and long situations. So here we are. They're going 4 wideouts, 3 to the far side of the field.
To the far side of the field.
There's the snap. He's looking quick left. Nothing there. He's going to roll to his right. There's going to be a hold there, and he's going to be tackled after a short gain by Ethan Bradshaw. But a flag
short
down.
gain on the play. There is a flag.
And I finally can see the number. You are correct. The quarterback for Waihi tonight is Landon Roach, number 10.
And the call is holding on Waihi.
Okay. Looks
like that's holding on Waihi.
Going to be declined, so it's going to be 4th down and about 6 or 7. And we'll see what Waihi is going to do. I imagine they're going to punt.
Looks like their punter's back deep in the formation. Looks like they will punt.
And always dangerous. David Chandler
for the
is
Seahawks.
back to receive it for the Seahawks. We'll see if they kick to him.
Waihi's as short a player on the field.
There's the snap. Punts away. Not a bad punt. Got to be careful there, number 12. That's going to rolled to a stop about the 42-yard line. Almost hit Teron Davis there, and that would have been bad news. But regardless, it's Decatur's ball, right about where they started the first time. So still 0-0, 6:41 left in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
Will take over at the 42-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
All right, Johnny Hobgood brings the offense back out. Looked a little bit off first time out. For the first time I've really seen that from him this year. So, but Hobgood takes a snap here. He looks quick to Baker. That's batted and falls incomplete by number 31, Dennis Coles.
2nd and 10.
Yeah, senior night tonight. Saw this year's senior class. Bunch of them. Big class, winning class. Has to
be some kind of school record.
I would think so.
Number of wins in your high school.
14-0 last year, 7-0 this year, 10-4 as sophomores. Pretty good numbers. But sometimes, that emotion, it makes it tough to come out early and get things going. Here's the Shield off the right side, though. He's got it going. He's going to take it down the right sideline. He may be all the way. He is gone. Touchdown, Decatur.
First running play of the game, I believe.
I believe you're correct. And he's going to take it 58 yards to pay dirt to put the Seahawks up.
When he got the corner, he was gone with the speed he has.
It was all over. You're absolutely right. We talked in broadcast before about how we haven't really had a home run threat like that for a couple of years now, but the Shields is definitely that. So that brings on senior Misael Juarez to kick the extra points.
Juarez on for the extra point attempt.
Snaps good, holds down, kicks up, and it's good. And that's going to be 7-0. 6 minutes, 26 seconds left. We'll be right back.
26 left in the first quarter.
All right, 7-0. Decatur leads. Misael Juarez about to kick off. Blake Wallace out with a little bit of injury that he picked up
deep in Indian territory.
In soccer
of Indians.
He's still out this week, but Juarez is filled in very capably. His kick is deep here. He's going to come down at about the 15-yard line. And
his knee was down when he caught the kickoff.
I think you're right.
They're going to spot it back where he caught the ball.
So that's where Y High will come out for their second drive. Did pick up a first down on the first drive, which is saying something against this defense this year.
Everybody talks about the Decatur offense, but if you look at the scores, as you said earlier, no one scored on us since the Randallstown game. This defense can make you make a lot of mistakes on the field.
Well, they're good at every level. The line is great. Linebackers are great. Defensive backfield is phenomenal. It's just tough. So there's the handoff. Again, inside run, not going to produce much. Maybe one.
And what I like to see is when Decatur's on defense, a lot of people around the ball, a lot of helmets on the ball when they're making the tackles. So.
They swarm to it. And that was really, I think, for me, the difference between last year and the year before. The offense has been humming for a while, but last year the defense really started flying around, and that's when things got done. But they're just running into a brick wall named Garrett Maloney right now.
Absolutely.
After a loss on the
he
run,
gets a lot of help
Seahawk fans,
once he wraps the
third
running back up.
Garrett, 3-year starter at center for Decatur on the offensive side of the ball. This year moved to, he's still playing center, but he's also playing defensive line. And heard an interview a couple weeks ago on Overtime Live. Shout out to those guys with the North Carolina head coach, and that was the first guy he mentioned. What are we going to do with Garrett Maloney when we face Decatur? And what was it, 45-0 last week or something? So whatever they tried, it didn't work. So 3rd and long again, handoff inside, not going to get it. Maybe a yard again, and that'll bring up 4th down and long.
After no gain on the play, the Indians bring on their punt team.
So the punter, Rowan Okerblom, comes out.
He's right on the goal line.
11th grader, his second punt. The first one's pretty good. And we got David Chandler again waiting at the Y-High 45 for this kick. So expect good field position again for Decatur. And we got a false start.
False start on the right tackle, it looked like.
Yeah.
High.
Poor guy was hanging on for dear life. He was just falling back so slow. He got caught. So we'll try it again. Now Okerblom is
deeper in the end zone now.
Yeah, he's in the end zone. Snap is good. Kick is off. It's going to come down at about the 35 and roll out of bounds around the 40. So great field position again for Decatur. And this is what happens when you play these guys.
After the Y-high punt, the ball goes out of
all
bounds
of a
at the
sudden
40-yard line.
14-0.
1st and 10.
You're out of your offense.
Stephen Decatur Seahawks.
Playing catch up, and that's never good for your offense.
That's like we're saying, they run the ball 2/3 of the time, and that's certainly how they want to move the ball down the field.
There's a penalty flag on the play, and I don't know what the call is.
Personal foul on Decatur.
Decatur, but I think we retained possession, I believe.
It looks like everybody's confused. I'm seeing it looks like
yes. Yeah. Looks like it'll be marched off against Decatur from where the ball went out of bounds. Decatur will retain possession.
So usually our referees are mic'd up. I don't know. It looks like this guy was talking, but we didn't hear anything on the microphone. So I'm not sure if he didn't turn it on or it's not working or it's personal foul. Yeah.
Everybody's a little nervous tonight for senior night,
yeah,
including the officials.
So they're saying down here up here in the booth, they're saying one of our guys jumped over the snapper in an attempt to block the ball, which is not legal. So anyway, it's 1st and 10 at the 45, and Hobgood hands off up the middle for about 5 yards. That's going to be Amarion Manuel. It's quite a 1-2 punch we have.
Manuel on the carry.
The Shields and Manuel
a gain
here.
of 5. It's 2nd and 10.
So many tools on the offense.
The Shields averaging 8 yards a carry. Manuel averaging 10 in spot duty, but he stays in for this one. 2nd and 5. Hobgood's going to take the snap and run right, cuts back, and he's going to have first down. Did the ball come out?
Johnny Hobgood on the quarterback keeper.
No, I don't think it did. I thought for a second the ball came out.
And that's enough. Say it with me, fans, for Decatur. First down.
So now if you're Y-High's defense, you've got Hobgood throwing the ball, and now he's running the ball. So it's just a multi-headed monster out there on offense for Decatur.
Yeah, I don't know what you do about it, really. That's something they unleashed against Easton. All of a sudden, Hobgood, we were just talking on the broadcast about how he's different than Bryson Coleman because he doesn't run as much. In that game, he just ran like a madman and has been ever since. So The Shields is back in. He goes in motion. Quick throw to the right there on the slant, and that's going to be Tribe Wise who's going to take it easily for a Decatur touchdown.
Number 3, Tribe Wise.
Wide open. With that speed, he's gone.
Absolutely. Tribe Wise, Georgetown commit, going to Georgetown University. You might have heard it in the pregame. To major in business, I think they said, and play football. And not only is he 6'4" and can go up and get it, but he runs near 4.5 40, I think, and can get it done when he catches the ball in the open field. So 13-0, and here comes Juarez for the extra point. Kick is up, and it's good. It's 14-0 Decatur, 3:22 left in the first quarter. We'll be right back.
With 3:22 to go in the first quarter.
All right, here we go. Juarez about to kick off. He boots it deep. Going to be taking it about the 10-yard line. And returner reverses field. Bad move. Pursuits there. They pull him down. Right about the 16-yard line is where Y-High will start again.
Y-High will start at
I think that was number 21. Was that number 21, Jermaine Campbell? I think it was.
For the Indians.
It's really difficult to see these numbers from up here in the booth. But either way, Landon Roach comes back out. Y-High has 1st and 10 at the 17. They come out in the shotgun again with 4 wideouts and the running back to the quarterback's left. Takes a snap, he drops the throw. Looks to throw quick to the left. He's got a man wide open there down the left-hand side. Tackled at midfield by David Chandler.
Chandler on the tackle, but not before the Indians get a first down. The ball will be spotted right at midfield. It'll be 1st and 10. Check that from the 49-yard line.
I'm not sure. It looked like Taven Outlaw. I'm not totally sure. It's, again, just impossible to see these numbers. But regardless, it's 1st down, and Y-High's going to throw again. Looking over the middle. He's got his man again. Down to the Decatur 40. That's going to be another 1st down.
After the pass and catch. 1st down for the Indians.
So Y-High having success moving the ball through the air. 1st down again in the shotgun formation. And that's going to be a false start.
False start.
False start on the Indians.
Y-High's had little success.
5-yard penalty. It'll be 1st and 15.
Young quarterback looks pretty good.
Yeah. He's been under pressure. Decatur's defense hasn't quite gotten home yet, but he was under pressure on the second pass, definitely. But regardless, it'll be 1st and 15 now for Y-High. Let's see. Takes the snap, rolls to his right, and he's going to be under pressure again. And this time he's not going to get away. That's Sully Alker and number 58, who I believe is Seamus Orth, the leading sacker for Decatur. I think that's his 5th on the year.
Another big loss for the Indians.
And that puts them in 2nd and real long. So, you know, you and I talked about it before the game. You want to see these guys be tested a little bit before they hit these schools on the Western Shore.
Before the playoffs come up. I'd like to see a little pressure on our team, see how we react.
So I was kind of hoping they would take the ball down the field here, but now they're second and extra long, and there's a little draw there for a few yards, but flags flying everywhere.
Flags
I think it's going to be a legal formation. They may not, though. Let me see. They had this wide receiver bunch over here, all 4 wideouts to the near side.
False start.
Okay, false start. So now it's going to be 2nd and 28.
False start on the Indians.
Yeah, they had all 4 wideouts to the near side of the field. I figured it was going to be an illegal formation, but
2nd and 29.
False start it was,
for the
and they do
Indians
the
after
same
the
thing
penalty
again,
success.
all 4 wideouts. And only 2 guys over here to guard them, so. The numbers, the math ain't mathin', as they say. There's the snap, and it's going to be a draw again. He's going to go nowhere. Wrapped up by Nate Tapley, number 10. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I think if the Y-High coaching staff sees their defense here, they may try to take advantage of this 4 wide receiver spread they have out here.
Yeah, we only got Bradshaw and Dorn over here, and then looks like David Chandler's shading this way, but still, that's 3 against 4. And there's another quick handoff. It's going to go nowhere. Sully Alker wraps him up, throws him down, and it looks like we got an injured Y-High player.
That's going to bring up 4th down.
But as you heard Jamie Greenwood say, the voice of the Seahawks, that's going to bring up 4th down. And we do have an injury, so we'll step away for a second. 41 seconds left in the first quarter. It's 14-0 Decatur. All right, the injured Y-High player walked off on his own power, so we're happy about that. But they're going to be punting. It's 4th and 32 now. So Okerblom back on. It's never a good sign when the announcer has the punter's name memorized already in the first quarter. There's a snap and the kick, left-footed kicker there. Gets it away. And this bounces, takes a Y-High bounce all the way down to the 25-yard line where they'll start.
After the Y-High
Decatur
punt,
will start.
Ball's down to the
So after a slow
25-yard
first
line.
drive, Decatur's
It'll be
next 2
1st
drives have
and
produced
10
touchdowns.
for the Seahawks.
Long
32
touchdowns.
seconds left
58-yard run by DeShields, Vernon DeShields III, and then a long touchdown pass to Tribe Wise. Touchdown, catch and run. So we'll see what they've got in store here.
You know, we
30.
talk about
Oh,
the
yeah.
Decatur offense, and I'm an old offensive lineman, so I always want to give a shout out to the guys on the offensive line doing what they're doing.
And they've done a great job. Johnny's been clean basically all year. I think I've only seen him get hit twice, I think, and only one of those was a sack. That's just what I've watched. But fake handoff there, and that ball's going to be knocked down at the line and be incomplete. But, yeah, those guys have done great up front.
And,
It's 2nd and 10.
we have a lot of talented players on the offense, but those 5 guys up front really deserve a lot of credit for making it work.
Yeah, without them, it doesn't really matter, does it? You know, there's not enough time to get the ball out, and then it doesn't matter who you got on the outside. It's Garrett Maloney. There's some different guys in there right now. But Maloney, Reed Phillips, Anthony Burke, Brandon Ham, Declan Horan, all those guys done a great job. Hobgood takes a snap. He rolls left, and that one's nearly picked off. Falls incomplete,
Pass
though.
intended for Copeland.
Looks like it was broken up by number 12, Tayshawn
Knocked
Swan.
down.
Nearly intercepted.
Brings up 3rd down for the Seahawks.
So that's going to be 3rd down and 10. Decatur goes with their normal 4 wideouts. The Shields in the backfield. Snap to Hobgood. He drops. He's going to throw to the right, looking for Wise, I believe, and it's complete, and that's going to move the chains out to the 36.
Pass completed to number 3, Tribe Wise. That's enough for another Decatur first down.
I don't know if we'll get another playoff before the end of the quarter or not.
And it looks like they will not. So that'll do it for the first quarter. Decatur on the move again. 14-0 they lead over Y High. We'll be right back.
At the end of the first quarter.
All right, start of the second quarter here, 14-0 Decatur. Worst field position of the night so far. But they're on the move at the 37-yard line. Hobgood comes out. He takes a snap. He looks quick to the left. That's going to be Bradshaw on the screen there. He's going to be out over the 45 to about the 47-yard line. That should move the chains.
And that's the perfect example of Hobgood's quick release on that pass.
Absolutely.
Takes a step, throws the ball, and it's right there.
Makes a quick decision. And that is a first down. So there's the snap. Hobgood quick again to the right side. And that is complete and out to about the 45 of Y High. Complete to Evan Copeland. Evan Copeland, great kid, was kicking extra points last week against North Carolina. And we watched it. You know, we went on the road this year for the first time. Took this show on the road to Snow Hill and watched him after the first half when they came back to warm up. Evan was throwing the ball 50 yards in the air, warming up on the sideline. So this guy can do it all. 2nd and 1. Hobgood takes a snap, hands off. To the right side comes the Shield. He's going to get the first down and some more down to the 37. 38.
You mentioned it a few minutes ago. Talent on this football team, but when you talk to these kids, they are all great kids. They want to say, you know, what a great job the coaches do. They appreciate the fans. Just a great group of kids.
Absolutely, and the buy-in, you know, just having this many mouths to feed is not, you know, that could be a problem, and it never has been to my knowledge. Despite the fact that all these guys on any other team would probably have way more stats, but the Shield gets a handoff. He goes to the left. He's not going to get very far this time. Dropped for a loss. Oh no, he's still fighting ahead. Well, he turned that from a loss of 1 into a gain of about 2.
And they never did get him to the ground. He was still standing when the whistle blew. So.
I guess they gained him about 1. So that brings up 2nd and 9. High looks like they got some good size on that defensive line. Hobgood takes a snap, looks long, hesitates, but he's still got Bradshaw, it looks like, for the completion. Down to the 29, it's going to bring up 3rd and short.
Third and 2 for the Seahawks.
It is pink out night tonight at Decatur. That's why you're seeing DeShields with the pink gloves, and Declan Horn's got the pink shirt and the pink tape around his ankles. Senior night, last regular season home game. Hobgood takes a snap, he rolls to the right. He's going to cut back and get the first down before he's taken down. Gain of about 2.
Hobgood on the
tackled by number 95, whose number I don't have. Is that 95? I think it's 95, right?
I think, yeah.
I don't have that number on my roster. So it's 1st and 10 on the 26-yard line. Decatur threatening to go up 21-0. And this is Tribe Wise territory here. They like to throw it up to him, let him go get it with a 6'5" frame there. And considerable bunny hops. And Hobgood drops, he looks left. He's got a couple guys open, but he picks David Chandler, who's going to be down to the 6-yard line.
Decatur, first down.
Had a couple guys he could have hit there. They were running wide open. Hobgood getting some attention. I heard a podcast with former NFL defensive back Rock Carmichael. I think it was Rock Carmichael, who watched his tape on the podcast and said he believes that Johnny Hobgood could play at a Power 4 school at quarterback. So that's going to be a timeout on the field. It's 14-0. Decatur threatening. We'll be right back. All right, coming back here. That was timeout was charged to Y High. They're first. So they got 2 remaining here. Decatur, ball on the 5-yard line. Hobgood takes a snap, gives to DeShield up the middle, untouched for another touchdown.
There again, the O-line opened up a big hole for him and an easy touchdown.
Yeah, he walked in.
And it's funny, Mike, we talked about Decatur was kind of off to a slow start tonight. Now we're not even halfway through the second period, and they're up 21-0.
Yeah, it's a quick strike for sure. It's fun to watch.
It is fun to watch.
War is on.
And it's amazing, you know, you don't see a lot of high schools throw it around like this. These guys are running patterns like they're a college team, you know. So Juarez comes on for the extra point. Snap's good. Kick is up, and it's good. It's 21-0 Decatur. We'll come right back. 7:44 left.
To 0 for the Indians after the Juarez extra point. Juarez tees it up.
All
Kick
right,
away
Juarez
to
to
a
kick
trio
off.
of Indians.
Getting a kick out of listening to Coach Croto up here in the booth, talking to Johnny Hopgood on the sideline. It's good stuff. Kick comes down about the 20, bounces to the 15 where it's taken there by the up man, who's going to be tackled at the 30-yard line, suplexed. Picked him up and threw him backwards.
David Chandler on the tackle.
David Chandler on the tackle. David going to University of Virginia next year to play football.
And that's one of the things the coaching staff here at Decatur needs to get a lot of credit for. They're getting their kids out
Ball
in front of
spotted
college
at the
coaches,
31-yard
giving
line.
our kids the
It'll be first
opportunity
and
to
10
be
for the
seen
Indians.
all up and down the East Coast here at colleges. So
Absolutely.
that's a great thing.
Shout out to Zave Manuel and Kenny Spates. Both of those guys playing junior college football, recent grads from Decatur. Here comes the snap, fake handoff. Quarterback rolls to the right and throws. He's got his man, who's going to be brought down and fumbles, but I think he was down. And he was. So this is going to be the hit.
Kickoff return.
Yeah, that's a D1 Power 4 defensive back there on the tackle. Picking the guy up and launching him backwards. Yeah. So 2nd and 5 after the short completion. And here's a quick screen out to number 4, who's going to be tackled right away by Amarion Manuel.
Seahawk fans, it's
Short gain there for Aaron Sadberry, who's their leading receiver, if I'm not mistaken. I think he's their leading
receiver. He's their leading receiver coming into tonight's game.
So 3rd down and about 5. Landon Roach. This guy's only a sophomore, right?
That's correct.
He's throwing the ball pretty well. Takes a snap, looks right, and as soon as I said that, he launches that one over the receiver's head.
Incomplete pass.
At least I'm jinxing the other team.
4th down for the Indians.
But he's looked pretty good up until that
He
throw
has.
right there. So Waiha will bring out the punt team again. It's Okerblum. Left-handed punter and a left-footed punter, David Chandler back deep. And yeah, we were talking about on the break that how quickly things change. You know, it's all of a sudden you turn around and it's 21-0. Decatur with that quick strike offense. Not a great snap there. This one might get blocked, but Okerblum gets it away. And that's going to bounce and take a nice Y-high roll inside the 30 to about the 28. So that's where Decatur will have the ball. We'll be right back.
After the Y-high punt, ball spotted at the 28-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10 for the Seahawks.
All right, Johnny Hopgood leads the offense back out. On a whim, I decided to take a look and compare Hopgood's stats to Bryson Coleman's from last year. And Bryson had 32 touchdowns through the air and 14 on the ground. Hopgood has 18 through the air and 4 on the ground. But as he screens out here, I believe that's the Shields. He's going to get a couple. But then I realized that Johnny's only played half the games that Bryson played last year. And if you multiply his stats by 2, Hopgood will have 36 touchdowns through the air, which is 4 more than Bryson did, and 8 on the ground. So those are pretty great numbers.
And you give him a lot of credit coming in here and following in the footsteps of Bryson Coleman, probably one of the better quarterbacks, certainly on the Eastern Shore, if not the entire state of Maryland. And I think Johnny's handled it very, very well.
He has. And we were saying earlier that we've gone from the first game we were saying he's just got to be a game manager and get it in the hands of his playmakers. Well, that's seems like years ago now. Quick screen out here to Tribe-Wise and the near side. Gets away from one guy, cuts back. He's going to be out past the first down marker to about the 42.
And a nice stiff arm on that play. Tribe did a really nice job with that.
Enough for another Decatur first down.
Yeah, we've started calling Hop good, Hop great because of how well he's played. He seems to have a real handle. And, you know, on the offense, and what I was really impressed with tonight as they announced all these seniors and their families, Coach Coleman was on the sideline, and after they came past Coach Coleman, Hobgood was there to shake hands with every one of those guys.
I noticed that as well.
Yeah.
That was a class act
Yeah.
by the quarterback.
So he runs right here and gets a couple. Took a pretty good hit there.
After a short gain,
he's a
it'll be
guy
second
that
and 8 for the Seahawks.
was injured his freshman year, didn't get a lot of playing time his sophomore year. He did mop-up duty for Bryson and did fine, but you didn't give you the impression he was going to be like this year. And these stats are, you know, he's not playing the second half of ball games.
Right.
They've been blowouts every game, so I think the only game he's played all game was Randallstown, and he might not even have played all game then. So Hobgood takes a snap. He's looking across the middle. He's got his man there, and it's Chandler who's going to outrun everybody, and he's going to score.
Chandler off to the races for another Decatur.
That's going to be a 55-yard touchdown strike. What's that? The second of the night for Hobgood. So he's up to.
And that slant pattern across the middle of the field, and when the Decatur receivers catch the ball, they're gone.
Juarez on for the extra point attempt.
So 27-0. Juarez comes on.
Good to hold.
To kick his fourth extra point. Snap, kick. It's off the upright, but through. 28-0 Decatur. And here's
the touchdown play
with 4:34 left in the first half.
And there's that slant across the middle. And nobody's going to catch him.
Nice block from the receiver down the field. That was it. So 28-0, 4:34 left. We'll come right back.
Unsportsmanlike on the receiving team. 15-yard penalty on the kick.
Against YI.
Yeah, I didn't see what happened there. Flag was thrown.
I don't know if it was on the extra point.
I'm not sure. Regardless, now they will be kicking off from the Y-high 45. I never understood this.
Off from the 45.
Almost hurts the kicking team, you know. Like to move up, he's just going to put this into the end zone most likely, and that'll be that. But maybe not. That's going to come down. Actually, it's going to be taken at the 5 and brought out to about the 25. It looks like number 21, Jermaine Campbell.
Indians return the ball to the 23-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
So Y-High will start at their own 23, 1st and 10, 4:29 left, down by 28. I don't know what you do here. Do you keep throwing, or you just work on running things for your next game? I'm not sure. Looks like they're going to throw. And that one is going to drop incomplete there. Peyton Travers on the coverage intended for, looked like Aaron Sadler.
Travers breaks up the pass play. Bring up 2nd down and 10.
So 2nd and 10. Roach in the shotgun where he's been all night long. Takes a snap, quick to the right, screen out there, and not going to get much, maybe 4, maybe 5.
Seahawk fans, it's third.
And Mike, you're talking about the dilemma for Y-High. Do you throw the ball, try to get back in the game? You run the risk of Decatur picking it off and the score getting worse. But or do you work on getting ready for next week? And that's always a tough call for the coaching staff when you're down this way.
Yeah.
Keep the noise going, Seahawk fans.
So 3rd and 5. Ball's on the 28. Roach takes a snap, pulls it down. He's going to go up the middle where he's going to be dropped by Sully Alker for a minimal gain. Maybe one. I don't think he got anywhere.
4th down for the Indians.
That brings up 4th down. And Okerblom is on. And David Chandler is back, but he's not as far back as he has been. He's a little closer to the line this time. Dangerous return man. That one's nearly blocked, but it drops, takes another Y-high bounce, and it's going to roll to about the 40-yard line where Decatur will take over.
Y-high kick.
28-0, 2:51 left.
Line.
We'll be right back.
The Seahawks will take over. Be 1st and 10 with 2 minutes and 51 seconds left in the first quarter. Fans, stick around. Got a busy halftime. We will recognize the senior cheerleaders. And then the band's going to go out and perform their halftime show, and we'll meet their seniors. And then we have a chance to head up to the concession stand and get some good food and good drinks and good eats. Grab a sweatshirt if you need from the Seahawks Athletic Boosters concession and apparel booth. And then we'll be right back to some third quarter action. Stick around.
Hobgood comes back out. He's got the Shields in the backfield with him again. Looks like they got a tight end in there. I think they got Schultz. Brett Schultz is in there at tight end. Takes a snap, turns, fakes to DeShields, and throws it right into the stomach of the Y-high defender, who's going to take it all the way for the touchdown. Rare mistake there from Hobgood.
The Indians get on the board with the pick 6.
Had a little pressure in his face. Tried to force that one.
Don't see that very often out of Hobgood.
No. The shutout streak is over.
And the guys on the defense aren't happy.
Right. All right, so Y-high scores 28-6 now. Again, I couldn't see the number on that defensive player as he made that interception. I'd like to give him some credit, but on for the extra point is Okerblom. Snap is down, the kick is up, and it's good. It's 28-7. 2:41 left.
After the Indian
we'll be right back.
Of the extra point, it is 28-7 with 2:41 left in the second quarter.
All right, so Decatur's back to receive the kickoff. They'll get the kickoff to start the third quarter as well. 2:41 left to go here.
Baker and Chandler back deep for the Seahawks.
And it's they won't
Standing
get.
at third
Yeah, they
and
will
10.
get the pick. Yeah, they got the ball to start the third quarter, right?
Indians tee it up.
No, they don't. No, they
Y-high
defer.
deferred,
you're right,
so
you're
they'll
right.
get it.
Yeah.
This is a rare occasion for Decatur. They're actually going to receive a kickoff.
It's got me all confused.
That's what happened, Mike.
Yeah. So short kick, squibbed, taken there by Seamus Orth, who just falls down with it at the 45.
Nicely done on the short kick.
Seamus Orth.
Yeah, that can always be crazy. You know, if they can get that right between those first two lines, that creates some problems on occasion. But not this time. Orth takes it.
Ball looks to be
drops
spotted
down.
at the 45-yard line.
Decatur
First and 10 for
will
the
have the ball
Seahawks.
with good field position again. This is probably right around the average spot where they've started tonight. So we heard Coach Croto up here in the booth talking to Johnny on the sideline and just told him to flush it, right? Forget it. You made a mistake. It's over.
We're not going to stop throwing the ball and
move on.
Get back on the field. Let's go.
So I guess there must be some jawing back and forth. It looks like the referees have brought everybody in here, probably to give a warning here.
I thought I saw a little bit of that earlier after our last touchdown. So good job by the officials.
Absolutely.
Get everybody together and let everybody know you're not going to tolerate that. So
no place for it. Still trying to look for the guy who intercepted the ball last time. I'm not totally sure. Somebody at home is yelling like, "You idiot, it's so-and-so," but I can't hear you. Maybe we'll find out. But anyway, first 10 at the 45. Hobgood back out after his interception, only his second of the year on the last possession. Puts Wise in motion, takes a snap, gives to DeShield. Shields over the right side. He's around the edge, and he's inside the Y-High 40.
Vernon
lays the boom on the defender there and goes out of bounds at about the 36. So another nice run.
When he gets that edge, he is scary.
Transferred in from Archbishop Spalding, who right now is the #1 high school football team in the state of Maryland. Decatur somewhere around
I see 18 or 19 this week.
Yeah, something like that. It's great for Eastern Shore team to even make that list. So.
It is. It absolutely is. Doesn't happen very often.
Snap to Hobgood. He rolls left. He looks. He's going to throw long. He's got his man there. It's Baker. Caught. No signal. Yes. Touchdown. Touchdown.
Decatur.
And obviously, how good listen to his
Baker
coach.
on the reception.
Flush that last pass down and get back out there and throw another one.
Let that one go. And the fastest man on the team ran past his defender, Zachary Baker. Another touchdown for him this year. We're going to have a replay on that.
That puts the
second
Seahawks
after this
up.
Extra point.
34-7. Warriors on for the extra point.
Snap, hold, kick is good. Touchdown number 6 on the year for Z-Bake. Should have a replay coming. Here it comes.
What a nice ball. Like you said, ran by the defender, made a nice catch, took possession, and in the end zone for the touchdown.
And I think that ball flew about 50 yards in the air.
With a nice throw.
What were they on, the 45, I think? No, it may not have gone. It was around 40, probably 45 yards in the air, so pretty good throw.
Yeah. And that's a good way for Johnny to forget about the last one.
Absolutely. So that's reception number 18 on the year for Baker. Touchdown number 6. Third of his catches have gone for touchdowns. And Decatur leads 35-7 here. 2:23 left. Juarez, the senior, is going to kick off. He's 5 for 5 on extra points tonight. There's the kick. It comes down at about the 12. Nice move there. And the Y-High running or receiver is going to get out to about the 30-yard line.
Nice return by Wild.
It was. Again, we can't see the number. Nobody. I can hear people down the row here in the booth saying, I can't see what number that was. Nobody's quite sure. But regardless, it's first down for Y-High at their own 31.
After the Warriors kick, Y-High takes over at the 31.
Roach still in at quarterback. Had two guys take a lot of snaps for them this year, but Roach is the man tonight. He takes a snap here and drops the throw. It's going to be a slip screen to number 6, but he's dropped immediately by Mario Manuel.
He read that perfectly. It was actually set up pretty well.
It was.
Manuel did a great job reading it.
One of those jailbreak screens where they just let the defensive line go through and the running back slips out. But Dave Polifon, I believe, was the receiver. So 2nd down and 11. Roach, quick screen to the right again. This time he's got some room, and it's going to go out to about the 37. That's Aaron Sadberry.
Seahawk fans, it's 3rd down.
You just heard Jamie Greenwood say it's 3rd down, 3rd and 4. 3 wideouts to the far side, 1 to the near. Roach takes a snap. He looks left. He's got nobody. He's going to roll to his right and throw. Just going to get rid of it and get it out of bounds. And that's going to bring up 4th down.
After the pressure from Brett Schultz, ball goes out of bounds. It'll be 4th down for the Indians.
So Okerblom on. I think this kid's done a nice job, though, this Landon Roach. Only 10th grade. And this is the best I've seen anybody throw against Decatur this year, I would say. Maybe, I can't remember the Randallstown game, but he's having more success than Easton's Mikey O'Connor did against Decatur. Here's the snap. And, almost blocked. That's going to take another Y-high bounce, though, and go all the way down to about the 22-yard line. They come close to blocking it every time.
I'm thinking we're going to block one before the evening.
I think you're right. It's going to be Decatur ball. 1 minute and 1 second left here. That's an eternity for this Decatur offense. We'll get a highlight here.
Oh.
I don't know how he missed it.
I don't know how he missed it. I don't know how he missed it.
I think he overran it.
He did.
He was past the punter when the guy kicked it. So 1 minute and 1 second. All 3 timeouts left for Decatur. If they can score here, it'll be running clock in the second half. Hopgood takes the snap, drops, looks right. He's got Tribe Wise there near the sideline, who's going to catch it and go out of bounds at the 35 for a 1st down.
Hopgood's pass called by number 3, Tribe Wise.
And
for
if
another
anyone thought we were going to sit on the ball with a minute left in the half, you haven't watched the Decatur Seahawks this year.
No. So only 6 seconds come off the clock. And about a 13, 14-yard gain there. Big chunk play kind of offense. Hopgood takes a snap, looks right again. Throwing the Wise again, right near the marker. He's going to be just short of it. He goes out of bounds to stop the clock. Out near the 45 at the 44.
Ball spotted at the 44-yard line. 2nd and 1.
Snap to Hopgood. He's going to throw again. Looks left, pulls it down, rolls to his left, throws back across his body into coverage again. Looked like Ethan Bradshaw was in the area, and so was
Hopgood's pass falls incomplete.
Dave and Chandler.
Bring up 3rd and 1.
It's kind of between the two of them. And that'll bring up 3rd down and short. It's a good chance for them to practice a 2-minute offense. Even, it's not close score, but you can certainly simulate that
And be ready down the road if you need it.
Mm-hmm. So Hopgood's changing the play, and we got a flag.
I think Decatur may have called timeout.
Before the penalty, we have a timeout, Decatur.
You were correct, Coach. So we'll take a timeout too. 44 seconds left. Decatur on the move again. We'll be right back. All right, 3rd and 1. Hobgood takes a snap. He's going to give it to DeShields, who's going to cut to the right side and jukes a couple guys before he's finally brought down. He gets across the 50-yard line.
Carry.
It's going to be down at
That's
about the
Decatur
49.
First down.
So the clock stops there for the first down.
Timeout, Decatur. Second charge timeout of the half.
Decatur takes another timeout.
Okay. So we'll take this time. I'd give a little shout out to Ron Kinnair and David Dotson, who these guys do such a great job making this Friday night experience here at Decatur just such a great thing. And even in your living room, you know, these guys are on the YouTube broadcast. They produce it. They come early and set up everything. And
It's just phenomenal what they've done here. And my first experience here at a varsity game, it's just all the technology that goes into it and the information they provide you. It's just, we talked a few minutes ago, the microphone on the referee tonight, a lot of schools don't have that. There's a lot of things that Stephen Decatur Athletics has that other schools do not have. We are very fortunate that we have the people that put that together.
Indeed we are, and we'll be running down our list of sponsors a little later in the game, but those guys do a great job. And shout out to AJ and Sean and Tyler and Emma, who are student helpers tonight, working on the stats and cameras on the sidelines. And great experience for them as well to be able to do things like this. So here's Hobgood. He takes the snap. He drops the throw. He's looking long. He's got a man, but it's just overthrown, looking for Z-Bake.
Zachary Baker. Pass was intended for him. Falls short.
Hobgood had a man in his face when he threw it. Still almost completed it.
Second down.
But it'll be second down.
2nd and 10.
Yep, took a shot there.
I'm sure we'll be giving another shot here before the half's over.
Yep. 32 seconds left. Why looks like they just have 4 DBs out there, maybe 5. Might be in a nickel here. Hobgood drops the throw. He's looking long again down the right side for Wise, and it's through Tribe's fingers.
Pass intended for Wise. Slips through his fingers. It's going to bring up 3rd down.
Tribe smacks his head. He knows he should have had that. He had the height advantage on that defensive back. And
another great throw by Hobgood.
Yeah.
Right on the money.
So it'll be 3rd down and 10 now. 26 seconds left on the clock. Normal 4 wideouts for Decatur. Tribe-wise, the only one to the near side of the field. Hobgood takes a snap. He's looking long for Bradshaw, but it's going to go over Bradshaw's head and be incomplete. And that's going to bring up 4th down. And they are going to punt.
Brings up 4th down.
So that's a rarity. This should about do it for the first half, though.
Punt team's on.
So Nate Tapley comes on to punt. Another senior.
This is something you don't see very often out at Decatur.
Doesn't happen much. Tapley at one time was in line probably to be the next quarterback after Bryson Coleman, but it's a fake, and Tapley's going to run it down the right side. He's got the first down and more. He's going to go all the way down inside the 30.
Nate Tapley gets enough for the Decatur.
We just discussed we don't see a punt very often from Decatur, and we didn't see one there either. Right?
Yeah, we didn't, but we're going to.
We got a penalty flag.
Yeah.
Fourth down.
Holding on the defense.
That's gonna be holding against Decatur, so it's gonna come back, and now we actually might see a punt this time. It'll be 4th and 20.
10-yard penalty.
Is it from
It'll
the
be
spot
4th
of the
and
foul?
20.
I'm not sure. Here comes the replay. Yeah, I couldn't see anything, but Tapley, we're coming around that corner. You're talking about 6'3", 210, 215.
He was coming down the field and gave the defender a shot at the end.
Yeah, that poor guy tried to tackle him, didn't look too convinced, but gets the kickoff here, and that's going to come down and bounce down inside the 5-yard line to the 1. And that's going to run out the clock
After
on
the
the second
Tapley
half.
punt,
Or on the
rolls
first
down
half, second
to
quarter.
the 1-yard line.
So we'll go to
As time
halftime.
expires.
It's 35-7 Decatur. Enjoy the marching band under the direction of Mr. Jimmy Middleton
That's the end of the first half.
and the direction of drum major Ted Donahue. We'll be back in just a bit.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Thanks so much for being
stick
here with
around.
us
We're
tonight on
gonna
SDHS
meet the
Sports on
seniors
senior
on our
nights.
varsity cheerleading
So
squad.
enjoy halftime.
We've got 5 of them tonight, and then we'll have a halftime performance by the marching Seahawks. And then we'll meet their 3 seniors. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's meet the seniors from our cheerleading squad. First up is Tegan Cunane. She is being escorted tonight by her parents, Courtney and Eric Miller. Tegan has been cheering for 9 years. Her biggest high school accomplishment is earning 6 college credits already and graduating a year early. Her plans after high school are to go to Salisbury University and become an AB ultrasound technician. Tegan's favorite cheer memory is singing Pitch Perfect songs on the bus ride with her team. Can you get senior? Tegan Cunane. Our next senior is Ellie Rankin. She is walking out tonight with her mom, Angie Rankin, and her father, Matt Rankin. She has been cheering for 15 years. Ellie is a part of the National Honor Society, Skills USA, and the nursing program at Worcester Technical High School. She plans to attend a 4-year college to become a labor and delivery nurse. Ellie's favorite memory of cheer is singing on the bus rides. Senior, Ellie Rankin. Our next senior is Bryn Robbins. She is walking out tonight with her mom, Jen Robbins. She has been cheering for 10 years. Bryn has been captain of the varsity teams her junior and senior years. She is in the National Honor Society and the Leo Club. Bryn plans to attend a 4-year college and continue to cheer after high school. Her favorite memory of cheer is advancing to states for the first time. Senior, Bryn Robbins. Our next senior is Jada Taylor. She is walking out with her mother tonight, Casey Taylor.
She's been cheering for 10 years. Jada is enrolled in the criminal justice program at Worcester Technical High School and is part of Skills USA and the Leo Club. Her plans after high school are to attend a 4-year college and study criminal justice, then attend law school. Jada's favorite high school memory is cheering on the boys with her best friends and being DJ on the bus rides to competitions. Senior Jada Taylor. Our final senior cheerleader this evening is Jules Wooden. She is walking with her father, Thomas Wooden. She has been cheering for 15 years and has won multiple national titles and is currently on an all-girls worlds team, F5. Jules is a part of National Honor Society, Worcester Technical Honor Society, Rho Kappa, Mu Alpha Theta, American Harp Society, and Skills USA. She has competed at the national level for job interviews in Skills USA and won gold at the state level. She also has won superior at the state level and top 3 at the international level for her harp solos. Jules has been accepted into Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University and plans on earning her PhD in aeronautical space engineering and plans on working on satellites and rockets as well as traveling to the International Space Station in the future. Her favorite memory from high school cheer is going parasailing with the team. Senior Jules Wooden. Let's give these ladies one more big round of applause. Congratulations, girls, on a great year. Ladies and gentlemen, now entering the field are your Stephen Decatur High School Marching Seahawks. Let's give them a big round of applause. Seahawk fans, please welcome to the field again your Stephen Decatur High School Marching Seahawks. This evening, the Marching Seahawks will be performing music from the movies. The show will begin by celebrating Halloween with the main theme from Ghostbusters. The Marching Seahawks perform this tune at the Milford Halloween Parade, scoring second place in their class. The band will conclude their show with a mashup of music from Oppenheimer and Barbie. Under the field direction of drum major Ted Donahue, please enjoy the music from the movies. Lights, camera, action.
As the band exits the field, the three seniors will be left and we'll recognize them. So sit there for 1 second and we'll get going. Our first senior is Adam Baker. Adam is the son of Lee Baker and Dana Jackson. He was a member of the Marching Bulldogs during his 2 years at Stephen Decatur Middle School and a member of the Marching Seahawks through all 4 years of high school. He is a budding writer and has attended the Washington College Cherry Tree Young Writers Conference for the past 2 years. He is an active member of the Rise Up Foundation and wants to thank them for their encouragement and support. Adam enjoys attending after-school activities with his friends, traveling, creative writing, and gaming. His favorite high school memory is traveling to Canada this year with Mrs. McCann's French students. After graduation, Adam plans to attend college. Senior, Adam Baker. Our next senior is James Rogerson. James has been in color guard for 4 years, along with going into his second year of being in show choir. He is the president of the gaming group after school club during his sophomore and junior year. James hopes to go to Westchester University to study music education and debut with his band. Senior, James Rogerson. Our final senior this evening is Ted Donahue. Ted is the drum major of the Stephen Decatur High School Marching Seahawks, and Ted is a true music man. Active in community theater and an experienced pianist, Ted enjoys acting, singing, and performing. Ted plans to become an engineer. He is a member of the National Honor Society and Mu Alpha Theta. Ted hopes to attend the Rochester Institute of Technology in New York so that he can enjoy his love of both engineering, math, and performing arts. Senior, Ted Donahue. Let's give these three band members a big hand. And good luck to them as they enter parade season for the holiday season. Okay. Let's play some music.
Yeah, you can tell a lot of that. The first song is on the right. Yeah. I remember those days.
How long we got left?
22.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to take this moment to recognize all of our anchor sponsors: Atlantic General, Park Place Jewelers, Preston Automotive, the Bank of Ocean City, Taylor Bank, the Town of Ocean City Team Productions, and Bradley Atlantic Insurance. Without their generous contributions, that awesome scoreboard we have at the end of our stadium by the field house would not be possible. So again, thank you to all of them for their kind and generous donations. We appreciate their support of Stephen Decatur High School and all of Stephen Decatur athletics.
All right, coming back in here, second half is about 2 minutes away, but you just heard Jamie Greenwood talk about all the anchor sponsors here. The premier partners for 2024 include Casual Designs Furniture on Route 50, Fractured Prune Donuts. You can find those fractured prunes all over Ocean City. Seafloor Hardwood and Carpet. They installed the new floor in the Decatur Performance Center in the old weight room. Poppy's Tacos, Jersey Mike's, Surfin' Betty's Burger Bar, Harrison Group Hotels and Restaurants, Coca-Cola, and the F.A. Taylor Company. We thank you so much for your support. We talked earlier about all these things that Decatur has that other schools aren't able to supply, and a lot of that reason because of these great sponsors that we have, and we certainly appreciate you guys. We talk about first half stats.
As you might expect, totally dominated by the Seahawks.
Total yards, 365 for Stephen Decatur to 65 for Y-High. Decatur's outgained Y-High on the ground, 114 to -7. And through the air, Johnny Hobgood, 14 to 24 with 3 touchdown passes, 251 yards. Y-High, 72 yards through the air, 31 of them coming on one pass play, though. To Armand McKinney. So Landon Roach, 8 of 11 for Y-High, 72 yards, like you said. Throwing the ball not too badly, honestly. Better than anybody else has against Decatur. Decatur's offense, to me, hasn't looked super crisp tonight. Hobgood threw his second interception of the year, return for a touchdown. So that's only, we talk about Decatur's had these shutouts and shutouts and shutouts. Defense didn't give that touchdown up. Against Randallstown, they gave up 20, but one of those was a kickoff return.
Right.
So.
And being an old defensive coordinator here at Stephen Decatur, Johnny may have a tough time at practice on Monday from the defensive side of the football.
Right.
But again, as we talked about in the first half, this team with the talent it has such great camaraderie and such teamwork together. I haven't seen anybody out of the way towards a teammate. And that's, you and I talked earlier, the number of kids you see standing on the sidelines. That's a lot of mouths to feed if you're the coaching staff for Decatur, and they do a marvelous job keeping everybody happy.
Sure do. Some more stats for Decatur. Vernon DeShields, 6 carries on the night so far, 96 yards and 2 touchdowns. Tribe-wise, 5 catches. Ethan Bradshaw, 4. David Chandler, 2. Zachary Baker, 1. Evan Copeland and Vernon DeShields, 1. Also, tribe-wise, David Chandler and Zachary Baker have touchdown receptions on the night. So we see Blake Casamo, the backup quarterback, warming up on the sideline. Decatur leads 35-7 going into the third quarter. They'll be kicking off here. And we'll see how long Johnny Hobgood plays. I gave a shout out earlier to the Overtime Live podcast. Those guys do such a great job covering high school football on the shore. Mike Bradley and John Tomey and Coach Ferragamo. One of the things that they've said about Decatur, and it's a good point, is that so many times this year, the starters haven't played after halftime, and you wonder when they finally get in a game where they need to play a full game, are they going to be conditioned for that?
Game will
you and I
start
talked
at 4
earlier.
p.m. at County Stadium.
When Y-High came out, they looked like they were ready to go.
Mr.
This game would be
Alvarez
a little more
on to
competitive, and
kick
this
it
might
off.
be that test to get us ready for the closer games down the road through the playoffs.
Yeah, no running clock yet. So here's the kickoff. Brought out. Nice return here. Out into the open field. all the way out to almost the 40-yard line there for the Y-High returner. That looks like number 5? Taven and Outlaw? I'm not totally sure, but I think it was. Everybody up in the booth having trouble reading Y-High numbers.
We'll send a letter to the athletic director of Y-High and see if they can buy new jerseys for next year.
Stat guys, AJ and Sean down there having trouble as well. I did find out it was number 12, Tayshawn Swan, who had the interception in return for a touchdown earlier for Y-High. So anyway, out comes the quarterback, Landon Roach again, 8 of 11 tonight, 72 yards. That's the best night. Again, I don't remember Randallstown, but I think that's the best night any quarterbacks had against Decatur this year. So he takes a snap, hands off, and again, that's not going to go anywhere. Majority of the carries tonight, I believe, have gone to Armand McKinney.
A gain of 1 on the play. 2nd and 9.
This one's not going to go far.
As you said, Mike, they haven't had much success, actually no success running the ball tonight. So
that puts them at -6 yards on the night so far. So, but you got to do it. You know, you got to keep this Decatur offense off the field. You can't have your defense chasing these receivers all night long.
Yep, gets to be a long evening. You doing that?
There's a snap, quick throw to number 4 is complete up to about midfield. That's going to be Aaron Sadberry, their leading receiver. He's going to get into Decatur territory, and it's going to be a first down.
Sadberry on the reception.
And that's the one play they seem to have had success with tonight, is that quick slant over the middle. They've thrown it a couple times, and as you said, the young quarterback's thrown the ball well.
Yeah, Sadberry's only a junior. Last night, these two JV teams played, and it was only a 20-8 victory for Decatur. So the future may be looking a little brighter here for Y-High.
That was a good game last night. Good contest for the undefeated Decatur JV team. But you're right, Y-High played well, and they had good size up front. And
encroachment.
Did a nice job.
Defense. 5-yard penalty. First down.
So you hear the referee there. He's got his mic working now. 5-yard penalty for encroachment. It's going to be 1st and 5 at the Decatur 44 now. So I know the scoreboard looks like, it's 35-7, but Y-High's moved the ball a little bit. They've confused Hobgood. It looked like a few times. He's been pump faking and pulling the ball down. And there's a pump fake and go, and that's going to be an easy touchdown for Y-High there. He walked into the end zone.
Y-High touchdown.
Faked that screen that they run several times today, and then caught Sadberry 13 on the go route.
He was wide open.
There was nobody near him. So good for Y-High, 35-13 now. And like you said, you want to see some competition here for this team. It's still 35-13, but that certainly didn't look great. Low snap here, but the nice hold, and the kick is up and through. So it's 35-14 early in the third quarter.
Kick goes through.
So that, I would imagine Hobgood's going to come out. We'll see the first team offense for a little while longer. So we'll be right back. All right, Y-High marches right down the field. Long pass play there for the score. 49 yards, I think that was. And they'll be kicking off here. Number 3 is going to pooch it, and it looks like it's going to be an offside, I think.
On Y High, I believe, yes. And on that pass play for the touchdown, looked like Y High took advantage of Decatur's aggressive defense and did a little pump fake, and the wide receiver was wide open going down the field.
It was almost a play out of Decatur's playbook. You know, they throw those screen, and then when you start to bite on it, they hit you long. And that's what Y High did. And Sadberry was wide open. Walked it in. I could have scored on that.
Well, you might have, Mike. I don't know that I'd had to take a break somewhere down about the 15-yard line.
That would have been my only problem. I can't run that long. But all right, so we'll do it again. 5 yards back. It figures to be a short kick here. Decatur's up close to the line, and it is short. And it's caught by the Decatur player who's tackled at the 45. So it'll be Decatur ball at Y High's 45-yard line. You can see a little bounce in the Y High defense.
It'll be Seahawks ball.
Step and they're giddy up there.
45-yard line. It'll be 1st and 10.
They're feeling it a little bit, and they should be. They've done a nice job. I'm sorry.
I think the offense needs to come out now and march the ball down the field, do something, and get back on the board. And you let somebody hang with you a little bit, and they, as you said, Mike, they get feeling pretty good about themselves, and it could get interesting. But
yeah, I'd like to see it get interesting. We talked earlier.
See how we react.
These broadcasts get a little tough when it's 45 to nothing. It's you got to come up with some stories, which I understand you have a few.
Yeah, but I don't know that I can compare to Riley though.
Yeah, I don't know. So handoff to DeShield, and he goes nowhere. May have lost a couple. He did lose a couple. We got an injured Y High player limping off the field. He's
on the carry,
get off on his own power, though. Doesn't look like anything serious. So to be 2nd and 12. I like this. I think that, they need to see some adversity.
It'll be interesting to see how we react.
Mm-hmm. There's a snap, and it's going to be an option to the right. Hobgood keeps it, and he's dumped for a loss of 2.
Hobgood sacked in the backfield.
Dropped there by number 55, Jameer Johnson.
Ball spotted at the 49-yard line.
And there's a lot of momentum on the white side, the Y High side of the ball right now. We'll see how we do.
The body language is way different. So 3rd down and 14, about 9 minutes left. Hopgood takes a snap. He's looking to throw. He goes long down the right sideline to Tribe Wise. Ball is caught and dropped. And that's going to bring up 4th down. And it's going to be a punt situation.
Pass. Intended for Tribe Wise.
So here we go. We might have a game on our hands.
We have a game on our hands.
Ball's at the 49. It is 4th and 14. Tapley ran a fake right before half that was called back for holding after he cleared the 1st down marker. We'll see what he does here. Snap, and he punts it away. Wobbly kick, going to get a straight Decatur roll, but it's going to go into the end zone for the touchback. So it'll be Y High ball.
Tapley's kick rolls into the end zone.
Chance to bring this to within 14 if they can score on this drive.
It'll be 1st and 10.
35-14 right now, 8:44 left. We'll be back.
At the 20-yard line.
All right, 1st down for Y High, and we'll see what they do here. Basically got nothing on the ground, but through the air, pretty effective tonight so far. So Roach comes out, he takes a snap, hands off, and again, this is going nowhere. Might have lost one.
Like Solly Ocker there making the play again, I believe.
Tough little guy, that Solly Ocker, undersized, but gets great leverage. He's so low. 3-year starter on the defensive line, I believe. So 2nd and 10. Roach brings his team to the line in the shotgun where he's been all night long. 1 back, 4 wideouts. He takes a snap, looks to his right, then goes over the middle, overshoots his man. Intended for, looks like number 15, Jimmy Livesey. Hope I said that last name right. That's going to bring up 3rd down now, 3rd and 10.
See if Decatur's defense can step up here and stem the tide a little bit.
Keep the noise going, Seahawk fans.
All right, the cowbells are ringing. 3rd down here. Roach drops the throw. He's going to roll to his left, pulls it down, throws that, and that should have been picked off, went right through the hands of the defender, who was number 7, Delonte Henry. That's going to bring up 4th down and 10.
Roach was under a little bit of pressure there and really threw the ball where there wasn't a Y-high receiver.
Punt team's on.
He's lucky it wasn't a turnover. So
Yeah.
Decatur will get the ball back.
Day Chandler at about the 50-yard line waiting for the punt here. Okerblom averaged 34.3 on his 6 punts in the first half.
His punts have been very, very well done. The snap has been a little bit of a challenge tonight.
Yeah.
But
And like you said, we've come close to blocking it several times. Let's see if they bring pressure again. High snap, and that one's going to be blocked. And picked up by Peyton Travers, who's going to take it into the end zone for the touchdown.
we thought it was just a matter of time, Mike, for that to happen.
You were correct.
Just not a real sharp snap on the punt all night long for YI.
Yeah. So we'll see if we get a replay on that. I'm not sure who blocked it.
War is on for the extra point attempt.
But Misael Juarez will come on to attempt his 6th point after attempt. And we will have a replay here after this. Should be a nice shot right from behind the goalpost. Should clearly see who blocked it. Kick is up and it's good. Here comes the replay.
The kick is good. The Seahawks lead 42-14 with 7:44 left in the third
Right
quarter.
up the middle.
And that was Garrett Maloney.
I believe it was. Right up the middle. Looks like no one even blocked him. And the snap was a little high and touchdown for Decatur.
So that makes it 42-14. And any momentum that Y-High had may have just been squashed. Play like that is a little bit demoralizing, and it's all the worse when the guy who picked the ball up and scored the touchdown was on your team last year, in Peyton Travers. So we'll see, though.
I'm sure he's happy to do that against his old teammates.
I'm sure as well. Score from elsewhere, Jadarian Thompson just ran in a touchdown with 13 seconds left in the fourth quarter as Queen Anne's takes the lead 21-20 against Parkside and holds on to win. So Queen Anne's has played well. Played us in the first game 35-6. I think they've had tons of injuries up there. They're on maybe their third string quarterback. I'm not even sure, but they've put together several wins.
A nice run here at the end of the season.
I think they might be 4-4. That ball's taken at the 11, and returner swallowed up at the 21, 22-yard line there. I think that was Taven and Outlaw. So Y-High will come out, and it's going to be at the 23, I think. Y-High will come out trailing 42-14 now. See if
After
they can
the Y-High return, the ball spotted at the 23-yard line.
put something together. There's an inside handoff there, and actually a couple yards.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so Queen Anne's going to go to 5-3 on that. Parkside falls to 3-5.
After the Y-High run.
Elsewhere, last I heard, Easton was beating Bennett 21-3 at the half. Colonel was up big on Kent County. North Carolina was beating Kent Island 8-0 at one point, so they may have their first win of the year.
Chance to get their first win of the year.
There's a quick screen to Sadbury, and he gets wrapped up by Brooks Waters.
Fans, it's third down.
Big third down play here for them. Easton was that score I said 21-3 was at the end of the first quarter. They're 42-10 at Bennett at the half. And that's going to be picked off by Brett Schultz, and that's going to be 6 more.
That's a pick 6 for Decatur.
And that's going to be a running clock if this field or extra point is good.
Brett Schultz in for the TD.
So it just shows how quick Decatur can turn things around. You know, we're 35-14, and we're thinking, we might have something here.
Just when you thought, well, maybe we're going to face a little bit of a challenge here, and now look up at the scoreboard, and
3 minutes later, and
it's going to be 49-14 perhaps.
Juarez on for the extra point attempt. Johnny Hoggood will hold.
So here comes Messiah Juarez on for his 7th extra point attempt. He's been perfect. See if I jinx him.
He's really done a nice job.
Snap is a good one. Kick is up, and it's good. And we're going to have a replay here.
Kick is
this
good.
Interception.
That puts the Seahawks up by 35. 49-14 with 6:20 left.
One-handed
in
catch.
The third quarter.
Yeah.
What a great athletic play that was.
Yeah.
By Schultz.
Brett
for
Schultz.
the touchdown.
He's also a tight end. He looked like it on that play.
He
right?
did look like it.
You talked about Decatur and the things that they do. You know, we were talking before the game, and defensively, the things that they do and the shifts. And you saw it right there. It looked like they were showing blitz right up the middle. Last second, they pull out
of it.
And
Coach Coleman and his staff, I've watched them for the last 2 years. And what they put on the field defensively is simply amazing to me. At the high school level, what they do with our kids, put them in positions to be successful.
Absolutely. So Decatur will be kicking off, leading 49-14. The clock is running now, as Decatur's lead is 35 points in the second half, as it often has been this year. But Y-High again put up 14. That's the second highest point total against Decatur this year, behind Randallstown's 20.
Yes.
Again, one of the touchdowns in this game was an interception return for a score, and one of the touchdowns in the Randallstown game was a kickoff return for a score. But regardless, it's points. So Decatur has now scored more than 33 points in something like 25 of the last 26 games, I feel like. And that kick's going to roll out of bounds. So that'll be a penalty. That should come out to what, the 40? Does that come out to the 40 in high school football?
I'm not sure, 35 or 40.
Mm-hmm.
But Mr. Momentum has walked across the field from the Y-High side back to the Decatur side.
Yeah.
So
yeah, you could see a difference in the body language, and that now it's changed again.
Free kick out of bounds. Ball be placed at 35-yard line.
Looks like the 35, Mike.
First down.
Okay. I get them all mixed up, NFL and college and high school.
I was just going to say, week 8, we should have the playbook out
right.
and the rule book out so we know what we're talking about. But
You know, the new kickoff in the NFL, I don't like it at all.
no, I don't. I agree. It takes away from the game, in my opinion.
Yeah, and I understand why they did it, but And there's a tackle right there by Brooks Waters. Nice play there on the running back, Kevin Thomas.
Seahawk tackle by
And
Brooks
that,
Waters.
you know, you talk about things in the NFL. That looked like a hip drop tackle that you're not allowed to do.
Not allowed to do that anymore.
And they just it broke the ankle of the receiver for who was it? Oh gosh, it was just Sunday night, I think, or it was against the Ravens, wasn't it? It was against the Ravens. Whoever Ravens were playing,
for the Indians.
Linebacker just got fined like $16,000 for that tackle right there. So 2nd and 10. Roach in the shotgun, takes a snap, hands off, coming near side. Nice gain here, slips through a tackle up near the first down. Again, that's Kevin Thomas. There's a flag down.
Hold. Offense.
And I think that negates the longest running play of the night for Y-High.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's going to be a hold against Y-High.
Yes.
Bring it back.
Holding on the Indians. It'll be 2nd and 10. 2nd and 20. Check that.
Are we broken? What we stuck on? So that'll make it 2nd down and 20. The clock's still running down there, about 2 minutes left in the 3rd quarter here. Y-High comes out. It's like got a little handoff to the left side again. And that's Thomas again, who's running hard, man.
Yeah, he is.
A couple nice runs here, and this one's going to stand. It's going to be back to near the original line of scrimmage.
I got a fever, and the only prescription is more cowbell.
Bring them Cowboys! It's 3rd down.
My. Too much fun being had in the booth tonight.
That's right.
So 3rd down and about 9. Again, Y-High with this big formation now. Only 2 wideouts, maybe a couple tight ends, and they hand off. No, they pull it back, and that's nearly an interception. It might be picked off.
That may be an interception. I believe they're going to give the ball to Decatur.
I think they are. Little conference here from the officials, and they're saying it's incomplete. Here comes the highlight, though. We'll check it out here. We'll see if they were correct. It looked like it hit the ground to me, but you see the fake handoff. It's in super slow-mo. We may have another touchdown score by the time we see this. There's the throw, and it's not even on the screen, so we couldn't really tell. It was definitely caught, but you couldn't tell if it hit the ground before when Dave and Chandler dove for it. So,
and that's a challenge for an old coach to be live on the game. Because I have nothing to say about that call.
Right.
Back for the Seahawks is Dave and Chandler.
So to be 4th down, and Okerblum is going to punt. Chandler's back deep again, still in the game. Clock down to 20 seconds in the 3rd quarter. High snap again, and they almost got it again. Amarion Manuel's been close every time, but so many times tonight it's taken a Y-High roll, and it does again, down to about the 26-yard line where it'll be Decatur ball at the start of the 4th quarter. 3rd quarter is about to end. It's 49-14 Decatur. We'll be right back.
And with that, that's the end of the 3rd quarter. With 12 minutes left in the game of a running clock, it'll be 1st and 10 for the Seahawks.
All right, Decatur ball here at their own 26-yard line. We got a shout out to Bobby Hammond here, who said, Mr. Price is doing a great job.
Thank you, Bobby Hammond. I appreciate that. And I'll make sure you get extra something in your stocking at Christmas.
Bobby Hammond, of course, sponsors the Hammond Tough Guy each week for Decatur. Usually a defensive player. Well, not always a defensive player, but a guy who shows extra toughness in the game. We appreciate all you do, Bobby Hammond, for Decatur sports.
Bobby was a great quarterback for us, great leader on the field back in the day here at Decatur.
So Blake Casamo's in at quarterback now, and he hands off, and I can't see who's down. One of the Decatur guys is down. I think it was the ball carrier, but I can't see who it is. It is, I can't see. But that wasn't a 5, was it? It looked like a 5 when he rolled on the side, which would be a Mario Manuel. It's Donovan Henry who's down. So we're going to take a break while they tend to him. 49-14, 11:48 left. All right, so the injured Seahawk is senior Donovan Henry, coming off a knee injury last year. Was not able to leave the field on his own power. They carried him off, so he's going to be set down on the bench. It looks like a leg injury, and we're hoping the best for him on senior night. You hate to see that happen to a senior. Hate to see it happen anytime. But so Casamo back in the shotgun, 2nd and 8. Snap, screen out, caught, and it's going to be maybe back to the line of scrimmage. That ball was caught by Kyle Mumford. Is that Kyle Mumford, Cooper Glover?
Yes, sir.
Cooper Glover up here in the booth with us now. His grandfather is Steve Price, who's on the broadcast with us tonight. Cooper got his first start last night for JV and was defensive player of the game. Let's go.
Be
Way to go,
36.
Coop.
He says thanks. We don't have a headset for him, but might throw mine on him in a second and let him talk to you. So 3rd down and 6, clock running inside of 11 minutes. Casamo drops the throw. He looks down the field. He's got Tribe Wise over the middle, and he's going to be across the 50-yard line down to the 47.
Casamo's pass
Nice
called
throw
by Tribe Wise for another Decatur first down.
Casamo transferred in. He's a junior, transferred in from Appoquinimink, and I believe he was the starter there. I'm not totally sure, but that's a pretty good program up in Delaware.
Yes, it is.
All right, 1st and 10 for Decatur. Samo takes a snap. He hands it off. It's going to be Kyle Mumford, who's going to be brought down almost right away for a loss of about 3. Mumford only a sophomore.
Mumford on the carry.
At that short, stocky build, lost his shoe, it looks like. So he's going to be replaced by number 18, Zach Dove.
Zach Dove.
Yeah. And we got another Decatur man down, and that's going to be Brandon Ham, who's the right guard. And that's certainly not something that you want to see here in a game that's basically over one of your starting linemen go down again. He's had ankle trouble for the last few weeks, and it looks like that's the situation again. He is walking off on his own power, but yeah, you hate to see that happen for Beham late in a game that is already decided.
And while we've got a minute, we'll give a shout out to Coach Karen Costanza, our athletic trainer. Has been with us a long time and just does a great job with all the athletics here at Stephen Decatur High School. Outstanding.
Absolutely.
What she does for our student athletes.
So it's 2nd and 11. The clock is running inside of 9.5 minutes now. Samo takes a snap, hands it off to Zach Dove. He's going to go around the left side. Nice gain there.
Nice
running
cut up
hard.
inside.
Yeah. About 5 yards there.
Zach Dove on the carry, a gain of 5.
Brings up 3rd down.
It's 3rd down.
And Mumford comes back in. I'll tell you, Cooper, Cooper's still up here with us. He's behind me. I didn't really, I guess I was watching you guys against North Carolina. Jackson Archer, man.
Yeah, no, he's a short little guy, but he's one of the fastest on the team, one of the best playmakers we got. But he doesn't go down easy. It always takes more than one person, more than 2 people to take him down, actually.
Absolutely, man. I had Jackson in class as the quietest kid ever. I don't think he said a word to me all year long. And then they were saying, Jackson Archer, he's just like killing people down the sidelines, man. He's awesome. Excited to see you guys come up.
4th and 5.
Some of these kids I had in class, but it was during COVID, and we were all wearing masks and just didn't get to really know them that well. It was kind of everybody stayed away from each other. It was just a weird time. But you guys, 9th and 10th graders, I know pretty well. So I'm excited to see you guys out on the field. So it's going to be a punt here. That's going to be Evan Copeland punting now, and that's a nice punt. That's going to bounce. That's going to stop at the 10-yard line. That's a great punt. What can Evan Copeland not do?
Evan Copeland's punt goes down to the 10-yard line.
So it'll be wide-high ball
for the
Has
Indians.
high backed up.
With 7:25,
49-14, Decatur leads here
through the 4th quarter.
Clock running, coming up on the 7-minute mark. Looking ahead, Decatur has Parkside next week. Parkside fell to 3-5 tonight, losing to Queen Anne's late on the Jadarian Thompson touchdown. Jadarian Thompson scored for Queen Anne's against us this year in the first game. They call him Flash. We may see them in the playoffs. I'm not sure, but Queen Anne's, that is. Quick handoff here. So Parkside will come in with a tough running game. They got a couple guys in that backfield that can really run it.
A gain of 4. It's going to be 2nd and 6.
And that will be in Salisbury. I think it's next Friday.
Thursday.
It's Thursday.
Thursday at 4 o'clock start.
Okay.
Because it's on Halloween, so I know the JV game is here next Wednesday.
And then it'll be playoffs. Decatur will almost definitely be hosting probably at least 2 games, most likely more, assuming that they win those games. Right now they are the 2nd seed in 2A. I believe Milford Mill has more points than we do. I don't really understand that whole point system, but
it's going to be 3rd and 3.
I would guess if Milford Mill has more, that makes them the top seed.
Yeah.
So the points and the average points and it's all kind of crazy to me. And you get this many points if somebody you beats somebody else, and it's just really kind of wild. But
I don't know if that's a high injury.
It looks like it might be.
Having a discussion with the referee. I'm not sure what's up.
Yeah, he went off the field. I don't know if he's hurt. He's walking under his own power, so It's nothing
Could
serious.
be, you know, if you're bleeding, you can't stay on the field. So
yeah.
that may be why the official took him off.
So 3rd and 4, the clock's running down to about 5 minutes.
Yes, Decatur JV is here next Wednesday at 4 o'clock.
Okay. And they're shooting for an undefeated season.
They're shooting
they're
for an
7-0 too, right? Aren't they 7-0? There's a snap, handoff inside. That's going to be near first down. I think he can't. Yeah, it's a first down.
First down then.
A lot of starters still out there for Decatur. I see number 72. That is Raymond Damianic. Did I say that right?
I was going to let you do that, Mike.
Yeah.
I looked at the name and I thought, nope, I'll let Mike handle that.
I mess it up every week when he gets in the game. But, quick handoff here again. And, man, David Chandler came up and put a little hit on him. Peyton Travers in there as well. Marion Manuel around the ball. Uh, 51 is Jack Bradley, I think, right? Is he out there? Yeah, Jack Bradley.
Yeah.
Everybody else really looks like they're Teron Davis, number 12, is out there. A lot of starters still out on the field. As we wind down to about 3.5 minutes now. Handoff here. Going to be David Chandler's just coming up and nailing people.
He just attacked that ball carrier there.
It's 3rd and 2 for the Indians.
So 3rd and 2. Down to about 3 minutes. It's been a lot of fun having you tonight, Steve. Been nice to get.
I've enjoyed it. Thanks for trying to make me look good.
I'm glad we finally had somebody who knows about football in here. We had never met before tonight. We met.
And then we realized it's a small world.
Yeah, right. We had a lot in common.
Quarterback under pressure, and that may be intentional grounding. I don't see anybody over there.
I don't either. I don't know if he was outside the.
I don't know either.
I don't know. I don't know the rule.
Like
I said,
at this point, it may not matter.
It's going to be 4th down.
know if it's the whole tackle box thing. If he was outside the tackle box, I don't know if they do that in high school or not. But this is what Tyler Riley and I always say: they get what they pay for. You know? If they want us to know the rules,
it's going to be extra.
Yes, that's going to cost you.
No, I've really enjoyed it tonight, Mike.
Yeah.
Thanks for making me feel welcome here.
Certainly.
It's been a great experience for me, and I appreciate you letting me have a few words up here with Cooper tonight.
Oh, absolutely. Cooper is a wonderful young man. There's a high snap again. Kick is going to be a real short one. And there's nobody. I thought he was going to pick it up and run there. That's going to be down at the 49. Clock's running. We're within
under 2 minutes.
Under 2 and probably about to shut it down here. So next week it'll be Parkside. This is number 22 in a row for Decatur?
22 in a row for the Seahawks. And
quite a feat. But when you look at the some of my students down there, hi. When you look at the state records, Damascus is somewhere up around, I think, 50 wins in a row.
Yes.
So we're not even halfway there yet. But Parkside next week, and then the playoffs the following week will be here.
And I'm like you, Mike. I would pretty sure we'll have at least the first playoff game will be a home game. So.
Yeah. So Casamo takes a knee.
Take a knee, and
that should just about do it. He may have to do it one more time. Thanks again to Ron Kinnair, Dave Dodson on all the tech stuff and the scoreboard, and AJ and Sean and Tyler and Emmeline on the stats and on the extra cameras.
And for me being up here tonight for the first time at a varsity game, all the technology and everything that goes into this broadcast is just amazing to me, and everybody needs a pat on the back.
Absolutely. It's a lot going on up in this booth.
There's a lot going on up here.
All right, well,
that's been fun.
Yes, sir. That's going to do it for us. 49-14, Decatur with the win. 21 straight wins. Now they go to 8-0 on the season. Y High, I think, drops to 3-5, if I'm not mistaken. We'll be back in a couple weeks for the first round of the playoffs.
Thank you for coming out.
Hope you join us then. Thanks for being here, everybody. We'll see you.
Have a good night.
Great weekend, and we will see you in a couple weeks. Take care.